All right, so we are going to plant some lettuce. And the great thing about lettuce is you can succession plant it. And what that means is you can do a series, like plant it every week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on how much lettuce you eat. I grow lettuce, a lot of lettuce, so you could do what I'm doing, but do it with a 6-pack. This is a paper pot system that I have on my farm. And these are little paper chains. And this is how I grow lettuce. And every week I do 500 more. And we are on the second to last planting of the season. So I'm up in Maine. If you're further down into southern climates, then you want to make sure when you transplant lettuce that you put them in the shade. Because lettuce does not really like the heat. But if you can get them in the shade, they do okay. We use a lot of Bar Harbor here. You could use seed starter or Bar Harbor for lettuce. Lettuce isn't a particularly sensitive seed for germinating, so you could use potting soil or seed starter. So I just kind of fill these guys up. The frame that's on here is holding this all taut, and then I take the frame off once we fill that up. So I have something called a dibble board, but you could just as easily use your fingers or the back of a pen. So I smooth that all out. And this could easily, again, just be 6-packs. But in my case, I have this spiny looking creature. This is a dibble board. And you can line it up, and it makes all the little holes in each cell. These are pretty handy. And I do it one more time because sometimes that pops some of the soil out. Take the frame off. I label every tray with the date so I know what order I'm going in when I go to transplant. And I use pelletized seed. And then there's other tools, but that would make this go a little faster. But then you put one cell. I like pelletized because it's so much easier to seed. But again, you go through the whole thing, one in each cell, and of course I just hit a double. And one's all done. So I put all the little, looks like little eggs in a nest. And then I do just a little tiny sprinkle. Lettuce doesn't really need to be covered that deep. So I just do a little sprinkle over top so I can't see the coated seed. And then I water that in. And that'll germinate in a couple of days. And then in 3 weeks, that'll go out in the garden. And in 60 days, you'll have a crop. So lettuce is pretty easy.